The topic is predominant chemical substances causing environmental degradation as a result of chemical change. The paper is a systematic review. So let's go to the next page, please. All right. We know that
Dr. Koreana, I think Hassan is facing some problem.
Okay, so shall we move to the next presenter, Dr. Neni? Hey, Faruku. I'm not sure. Faruku, are you able to join?
climate change.
Okay, Hassan, right. Okay.
Climate change has been defined as a substantial, enduring.
Okay, sorry, Dr. Neni. Let Hassan present first.
Yes, can I continue? All right. Climate change has been defined by scholars as a substantial and enduring changes in climate of the universe. Climate change is a linked system, a system combining earth, ocean, and the sun, rain, snow, and the wind, a system of desert, forest, and savanna, as well as whatever human beings do in this universe is all part of climate change. The chemical molecules and compounds forming climate change are categorized into two based on Isaac's et al. There is what he called a primary molecules, and there is a secondary molecule. A primary molecule like methane, which is removed from the atmosphere through the process of oxidation. Methane exists in our atmosphere naturally, but through the process of oxidation and other inducement of some chemicals that causes or that hinders oxidation, cause removal of methane from the atmosphere. Secondary molecule, for example, organic carbon aerosols like ozone, like sulfates and nitrates. All these molecules are both removed or formed in the atmosphere. These are all parts of the molecules that are continually causing climate change in our environment. We know that, or we are aware that most of the climate change that is happening in our environment are caused by human beings. It is as a result of deliberate or unintentional interaction, which chemically causes some different alterations that changes the whole conditions in our environment. As we can see before, there is an example of what it was before naturally and what could happen in the future. This interaction is divided into two. The first interaction of human in the environment is pollutant emanation into the stratosphere, atmosphere, and troposphere. All this cause changes in the composition, or it cause changes on composition of gases that are there in the atmosphere. We know after our atmosphere, there is the next layer of the universe is troposphere, and the next after troposphere is the stratosphere. Within these three layers, there exists an ozone layer, which protects us from the excessive radiations that comes from the sun and other radiations that may be very harmful to the human being. The second interaction of human is interaction between the atmosphere and the biosphere. This interaction between the component of the gases or component of the molecule in the atmosphere and the component of the molecule in the biosphere, they cause the composition, or they change or alter the composition of atmospheric gases and the oxidation process that are taking place in the stratosphere. We know that the stratosphere is the external layer after which ozone layer starts to exist, and we can attest the actual benefit of existence of ozone in that area or in that level. Today, there is unusual increase in temperature resulting to excessive coolness or warmness compared to the scientific study of climate change in 1950s to 1980s. Thus, the study intends to find out the focus area of researchers studying climate change and atmospheric chemistry. The second objective is to find out the frequently used climate models by the researchers for monitoring or investigating effects of climate change caused by atmospheric chemical components. And the third objective is to find out the most reported chemical substances causing uh, changes in climatic conditions due to human activity in our environment. Method. The study is a systematic review. In this review, we consider only articles that are published with between 2009 to 2019. There are so many result output, over 24,000 output we generated from the search pattern of we search for the terms like climate change, air pollution, global warming, atmospheric pollution, greenhouse effect, atmospheric chemical, a lot. After which we have undergo a series of screening, out of which only 15 articles were selected from the search results. And these 15 articles, we got them from 9 search engines and journals. Results. The the study reveals that the study reveals that most of the gaseous substances causing climate change were related to gases that exist in the atmosphere, stratosphere, and troposphere. Hence, researchers studying climate change principally focus on climate or chemical processes of gaseous substances in these different layers of the universe, or in these different parts of the universe, that is atmosphere, stratosphere, and troposphere. The second result is that the study reveals that most of the frequently used climate models include there is a climate transport model, there is a global climate model, there is a general circulation model, there is Danish Eulerian hemispheric model, there is chemistry climate model. Thirdly, the finding also indicates that the predominant chemical substances that are causing climate change in our universe are: number one, hydroxide ions; number two, carbon dioxide; number three, non-methane hydrocarbons; and then thirdly, the greenhouse gases. These greenhouse gases include methane, water vapor, ozone, and nitrous oxides, all the oxides of nitrous. Uh, Finally, we wish to conclude that while human beings interact with nature, the human being needs to consider the consequence or the significance of chemistry of gaseous substances and the molecules in the air. Thank you very much.